off his body. I mean, I could see that happening. I took it personal.
Murderabilia is a business where people befriend murderers, many of whom are on death row but are in prison, and try to get items from them because there is a cult following of people who are fascinated with murders and murderers and anything associated with them and pay money to get the items. So they were murderabilia dealers.
All this stuff kind of found me. I've been collecting for years. I started seeking it out and writing people and getting things. After a while, people realize that you collect this kind of thing, and it just starts finding you. It's bizarre.
I had to explore the murderabilia scene so I could see what it was about. I went to visit a gentleman who was interested in doing a blood painting of my grandfather. This is a pretty nice setup.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's like every wall there's something new, so.
Big fan of the weird, strange, unusual, infamous, and anything that turns an eye.
So you got some of my grandfather's stuff up here also.
I do. The stuff I have of your grandfather, Charles Manson, that's just a small taste of it. So I have some paintings and all kinds of crazy stuff. There's so much Charles Manson stuff out there. I mean, your grandfather made an impact. He was a complex guy, and he was a showman. That's what I liked about him. I mean, I initially got a hold of him because of the infamy, and after talking to him, I saw a little deeper into the whole thing. I would absolutely be honored if Jason would contribute to this. The reason being is it means a lot to me to have the grandson of Charles Manson contribute his blood to these paintings because the DNA is in there. I actually did my first blood painting of Charles Manson a couple of years ago and sent him copies of it. I like to paint in it, and the idea is to create a future relic. I'm not really a dealer. I'll trade once in a while. Once in a great while I might sell something, but I'm a collector. I don't know, I just have a compulsion to have the stuff around me. It's not all, serial killers that I paint. I paint anything I find fascinating.
I just think that, you have a choice at a certain point, whether to sort of embrace the dark side. And it doesn't get much darker than Charlie Manson in terms of the bad vibe, the dark karma that he's going to generate. And to say, yeah, I want some of that shit. It's like someone who embraces heroin.
I don't know if I do agree with that. I think it's all exploitation. And I'm exploiting things that I'm fascinated with. And if other people happen to be, that's great, because I'm glad if people enjoy or get pissed off by my art. I don't mind provoking.
After I'd left, I had to go back up and get a book. And his girlfriend grabbed my arm and she started looking at me, and she's like, "Oh, I wish I could take your blood," and she's looking at my veins. And I'm just thinking, leave it alone. After seeing what was in there, it's not my cup of tea. You can't have my blood, my anything, man. I was out.
Really? Do your thing, whatever you want to do, but it's not going to be with anything from my husband or my family. I don't know. People do anything to make a buck.